This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We talk about the work ethic of the Japanese. This is unbelievable. Like, it's okay. This is a story on a Japanese worker by the name of Yuki Watanabe.
I love Japan.
Yuki, what a legend! Because Yuki,
well said, mate.
Yuki used to spend 12 hours every day toiling away in the office, and that's considered a short day, right? A typical 9 to 9 work day is the minimum that they have to do. The latest that I would leave the office would be 11 p.m.
What?
She works for Japan's largest telecom and e-payment companies, one of those companies. She's only 24 years of age. So intense were the demands that Watanabe had to endure that she has used an alias to do this interview, okay, for CNN, for fear of jeopardising future job prospects. Because this is the thing, if you complain about it, you're not getting RDOs over in Japan.
Yeah.
You can't have time off, Kate. You hardly get any holidays, and you have to work. You can't say, can I go home early for the kids this night, because they just knock you back.
Well, how do you have time to have children?
Well, this is the thing. When do you ever see your children?
How do you make the children if you're not at home?
Hard work is an interesting topic. When you talk about the Japanese, to me, words like seamless, polite, beautiful food, accurate, respectful. I think they're a great culture.
I've never been to Japan.
Huge fan. Went to Tokyo once, didn't we, Tom?
Yeah,
what,
absolutely.
the two of you?
Yeah, it was wonderful. Wonderful.
So, did you go to Tokyo together?
Yeah.
Did you go skiing?
No, yeah, we went skiing, but we also went to, where's that shopping, that area?
Oh, it should be a crossing.
Yes, that's the main crossing there. We went to, there's a really big... Harajuku. Went to Harajuku.
I'm so glad you got that out.
Yes.
Now we can understand. Yeah.
So Harajuku is like the trendiest shopping place in the world, but unfortunately, when you roll in with a couple of X's in front of an L, your size, it is hard to find anything.
Very hard.
It's
I
just
bought a
tiny
hat.
little clothes.
Yeah, I bought a hat. That's it. It's the only thing that fitted me.
How did that? And you've got a huge head.
Thank you.
Just on their culture as well, I went to the Fuji Rock Festival, and they give each other space like half a metre. So you could walk when Muse were on. I remember we were right up the back. You could walk all the way through the crowd to the front because they give each other space.
Are you serious?
Social distancing.
And at the end of every song, they all just...
Brilliant.
They all just clap.
I'll give you a...
It's amazing.
Actually,
no one moshes.
I found a flaw
You don't have to push through and spill your drink?
I found a flaw in the culture, pardon the pun, is when you sit on the ground to eat, quite often I was struggling to get up. It was like a turtle on my back. I was like, oh my God, I've eaten so much, I can't get off this.
You don't have to sit on the floor all
Quite
of
often
the
you
time,
do at the Japanese restaurants, you sit on the floor. It's polite too.
Just with their work, what's even trickier for them is tendering their resignation. So if they want to leave, companies refuse. No, we're not taking your resignation. So this is what this story's all about, is that now these... Okay, so this is... companies have started up that tender the resignation for you. So there's one that's called Mamori. Now, Mamori means I can't do this anymore in Japanese.
Wow.
You go to them, you pay them 22,000 yen, which is around about $150.
Yep.
And they go in and they tender your resignation. Now, these companies have become so popular because this is the only way people can get out of their jobs.
Wow.
So it's legally binding.
I think you can be paid in Pokemon cards over there as well.
See, and this is the thing, that there's death by overwork in Japan.
Yeah, but at the same time...
Imagine dying at your desk.
But they have really strong numbers of blue zones in Japan, and that's where they have a large population of citizens that are over the age of 100 years old. So blue zones are popular in Japan, and they look at their food, but also it's because they respect their elderly, and the elderly are always part of the community. So they are often working at that late stage of their life, but they're also crucial to the family.
It's just so contradictory, though.
Well, yeah, I'd love to know what's the retirement age, Tommy. can you find out-
320, I think.
Well, but see, a 31-year-old political reporter suffered a heart failure because she spent long hours on the job.
How old was she?
She worked 159 hours of overtime in the month before her death.
Oh, God.
Oh, no way.
I don't want to do that.
Imagine your eyes looking at the computer all day, or your neck pain. They'd have to have
was
one of those bouncy balls.
Oh, it says here she worked at Channel 7.
Well, that's what it was. She'd moved over here for the job opportunity, unfortunately. There was a bit of underpaid overtime.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.